I am. This thing. I have the ability to do that. I like. Okay. I like tapping the back. Yeah, but it's Jez bringing it up. What should be a red card for? He doesn't fucking even shove him though. But captains put their arms. But then every captain that actually puts their arm on the shoulder of the ref when they're having a chat with him needs to be sent off immediately. Yeah, but you literally just said touch, put the hands on the ref is an immediate red card. Dude, you can't be your hands on the officials. That's literally what you've just been mentioning. So so literally putting the hands on the officials in a conversation is a bookable offence then. But that's what you're saying. Is it not?
They always will. All I think is if you put your hands on the official, which is stated from the rules that the FIA is to come out of it, it should be a bookable offence. End of. It's not me that said it should be a straight red card, so you should be booked for putting your hands on a referee or an official. Yes, same as you should be booked if you verbally abuse a referee or a linesman, because it's dissent.
Oh yeah, I agree with verbally abusing it.
But yeah, every time you touch an official, you should be booked for it. Absolutely, they're the official.
No, we got how many races we got tonight? Woo!
But do it in Sunday League. If you put your hands on the referee, you get yellow carded.
No, the way they're saying it, this is the way they're saying it is if you know when the
Yeah,
refs
but
are having a
that's not the
conversation
way
with the
I
captain
said it.
and they rest their hand on it. Say that you're having a chat with the ref and they go in close to put their hand on it. That's basically what they're saying. You can't touch the ref at all.
You shouldn't be touching the ref at all, though. Personally,
No, but if you're getting in close, you put you say touch the ref on the arm, like literally you rest your hand on the arm as you're leaning in, which people
all right.
do.
All right. Say the referee's female then, and you do that.
It's the same conversation though.
It's not though.
No, but if you can't hear, say if you're in like a massive ball of thing, like say, for takes out Anfield because that can get raucous on especially European night. Yeah, you can't hear, so you lean in, but you say you put your arm on so as you lean in.
You don't need to touch the referee though. You just lean in.
But I'm using it as an example because that's what players do. That's not
Well, no,
malicious. That is literally leaning in to try and have a conversation.
yeah, but that's not what we're on about. We're on about when players being malicious. Well, what I'm talking to you about. Don't sort of mix conversations. And Bruno Fernandes should have been carded because he shoved the linesman. You can tell it's a shove. It's not as the shove as Mitrovic did, who got right in the face and pushed the referee. But Bruno Fernandes still shoved the linesman in the back. So he should have been yellow carded. But the right decision was today. Yes, Mitrovic definitely should have been red carded because it was a malicious shove in anger. But Bruno Fernandes' one was in it away in anger as well, but it was a push in the back, not a shove. There's differences. But yeah, but again, I still agree you shouldn't be touching the referee anyway. Unless you could have smacked their ass. But that's...
I can't really have any rational conversation with Jez in it because anything about United, he's got the tint and specs on regardless.
But I do agree that you shouldn't be touching the officials. It's just as simple as that.
Oh, hang on a sec. We got the
I just see how this headset.
the reserve driver in the Ferrari car tonight.
Right, I just see how this headset sounds on my stream. Oh wait, that sounds really. That sounds alright.
Hey, I think you need to put your put the audio onto your stream, so because my audio will not be on your stream.
Oh shit, yeah. There we go.
Oh shit.
That sounds alright though.
Ye-
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Hang on. Say something.
Say something.
Yeah, it's fine on my stream.
Cool.
Mr. Critco's he's on time tonight, so. I guess Quincy's not in tonight. We're just waiting on Herm in the gym, by the looks of it. Oh, there's Herman. 15 races, welcome. You did the intro race?
Yeah, you did it today.
Oh, it's normally you. That's all.
Yeah.
And we welcome you to Cockpit F1 Cockpit Rail Racing, one of the only leagues where there are no assists. International Racing League, and it's all from the cockpit view. No other view is allowed for the drivers. We are in race 9 today in Silverstone as we follow the calendar on the real F1 season.
We want rain.
As we know, Zero is not racing tonight, so Fabi 1, who is the reserve driver from Ferrari, will be taking over.
We want rain. That's a very sunny Silverstone. That is a very, very, very sunny Silverstone.
Well, it's normally in July, so.
Yeah, but come on, it's the UK. It's always raining in July in the UK. Try it's not snowing.
True, but you know.
Right, quick sort out the telemetry track
we
data.
got both Hasses, both McLarens. We actually have both Williams tonight. Sirius Sam makes an odd one. Both Ferraris. See how long Toby's signal lasts at this time. The favourites for this race will be Dario and Piscatello, probably just behind Chris, just ahead of Chris Sniper. Who there was a bit of an issue after the race in Canada. And when it comes to their penalties, I will just go and we will discuss them now. Where is the instant decision? Oh, my Discord's being absolutely stupid. Hit it with us that. I know we're getting some movement, but I don't know who from. Oh, we got a Red Bull movement in Red Bull Garage and others. So it looks like Frankie is going to be the first one out on track. hate it when it does this. Here we go. Instant outcomes. And it looks like Chris has already retired from qualifying, which is not good.
He's got a quali ban.
Ah, yes, he does. Yes, he does. They, I think Chris was a bit upset that he was going to be penalised for the incident that happened in Canada involving him and his teammate, and one of it was Zero, just before Zero retired. He lost some driver license points, a lot actually. He's dropped down to 22 points, so he's the bottom.
Yeah, he lost loads. He lost loads.
Mr. Critical also lost some, got some points penalised as well. He never does. And we will go into races. We are watching Frankie. Nice shots rocking that 21. We do love him as a number 21.
21.
Indeed. For the opening first sector, he sets a 27.935. Good start for him.
Let's see, Toby. I think he's doing another warm-up lap.
Well, Mr. Critco, it looks like he's on a flyer. Goes to Cops, but goes to Maggots and Beckett. As we all know, you don't stick a will into Cops.
Stick something else into Cops. Oops, sorry.
Frankie through now, 1:05.006 through the second sector. One of the slower tracks on the calendar. As in for lap times, one of the longer tracks, to say, but it's one of the fastest in terms of speed that you can get up to. And Frankie sets the base time as a 1:29.145 for his opening lap. Go to Sirius Sam. He's got a
Mr. Critco is pitting.
106 was as Toby sets a 1:32 for his opening.
Yeah,
lap.
he's doing a slow down and a fast one.
Sirius Sam coming through. I can't remember all the turning names. Terrible with them. Sirius Sam gets a 1:32.3, so he will go third for the time being. As we see
That's
Fabio 1.
Fabio Doro. We'll see his first sector time.
5-1, nice. He threw Magnus and Beckett's had things a little bit towards the end. Comes out with a 1:04.6 through Magnus and Beckett's quite nicely.
28.3 for Fabio Doro at the one.
As Crashy's gone sec with a 1:31.2.
That's a nice little benchmark there then for a 1:29.1 at the minute. By the looks of things.
Well, Fabio 1 looks like he could beat that. He's close. He's going to do quite well there. He does go pole with a 1:28.9. He did look quick.
Thump Fabby 1.
Well, that's the reserve driver. Zero's probably thinking, Jesus. As you watch no assists also going through Magnus and Beckett's now.
Certain Penn was thinking, Jesus, my Ferrari teammate's quick. There's a 1:05 for sector 2 for Fabio Doro.
Oh, no assist got a 1:06.
Certain Penn is retired.
Oh dear. Is he still not coming out the pits?
He has.
Oh dear me.
Said he was on his out lap, coming out of the pits, and then he retires. As Fabio Doro is coming chasing to the line now, around the final corner, he's going to set a time of a 1 129.454.
No
Puts him
assist going to be
third.
no assist or 130.7. There's definitely time for him to gain there. As we go to Dario, who's just starting. He's just about to complete sector 1. And he
Herman
gets
German
a
has span. He's disqualified for being the wrong
31-1.
way.
Oh no, 31-1 for Dario. Not purple, which is...
Herman German will start last, but I think he did say he's got some technical issues that he's trying to resolve.
Dario coming through Magazine. He's a very slow lap. He's definitely going to be pulling out. Yeah, he's pulled out. He pulled out this lap. He's not going to be completing that one. So his lap time will be quite low. Grazzi's invalidated. Oh, that's Mr. Critco. Grazzi's about to start his flying lap, so we'll go on board him. Barella's coming off Inter Milan. Jesus. As Juventus are 1-0 up against Inter Milan. 60 minutes in, Barella looks pissed. Oh, Barella is pissed. He's fuming. A few more rumours from moving to Liverpool in the summer.
Aye.
As Grazzi sets a 29-0 through sector 1. Yellow flag just coming out the pits. That looks like he's Grazzi's teammate, Sirius Zam.
Let's just go through
One of the Alpines.
Score at the minute. With
Franco Icaro.
Fabio at 1 is current pole sitter. Excuse me.
Piscatella hasn't left the pits yet.
128.9, sorry. And we've got Frankie in currently provisional P2 with 129.1. Fabio with a 129.4. No, it's just 130.3. 131 for Crashy. 132.0 for Toby. Zero Sam on his outlap. Can he improve?
Zero Sam. Oh, sorry. Grazzi at 1:06 through the second sector. He's purbled it for himself, as he would do.
That's second 2 you said
quite
there.
Slow. So Sirius Sam, sorry.
Yeah, because Mr. Critco is just set a 1. Yeah, Mr. Critco just sent a 106.2 through that sector.
Grazzi very slow through the final corners. He's not going to be setting a good time there. Could have pushed for a good lap, but he's going to come out 7th. He could have. There's more time for him to gain. He's only a couple of thousandths, a couple of hundredths off his Toby, but just ahead of his 3/10 ahead of his teammate. He could. There's so much more time to gain as we'll go on board.
131.6 for Mr. Critco. 609. That's not a bad time there. To be fair, they're all very similar in times. Not much separates first to 10th, really.
Fabio Icaro, we will go on board him. The yellow flag was set to one that he negotiated. Bloody hell, stay on message in the chat. Are you still having this argument with him? Well, Icaro was very slow through the... Oh, he's gone wide there. That's going to affect him. We'll go Piscatello. No, he's not even started his out lap. He's flying lap yet.
I think they're all going to be coming in for a pits. 8 minutes to go.
A 30.4 for Icaro.
Oh.
It looks like he's struggling. Plenty of oversteer for him. As one of the Hasses gets out the way. I don't know if that was
Yeah, so it looks like they're all on
Doro or Critco, or maybe Doro.
We'll see how Dario's doing.
Well, Piscatello's starting his flying lap.
Yeah, Dario's definitely going for a quick lap here because he's using a lot of battery and stuff. Oh, he goes a bit wide there. That might be an invalidation. It's not an invalidation, but he lost a lot of time there. Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of time here in sector 2. He's nowhere near the time screens.
Pull some time out your bag here. A 1:08 through the second sector. That's very poor.
Yeah, Dario's. I think he's just. Yeah, he's 30 seconds down.
Piscatello flying at the back. No, Piscatello set a 27.8 through the first sector.
Oh, Mr. Critco goes horribly wide there. He'll be going into the box. He is.
Icaro pits. Icaro does pits, so we'll go to Piscatello now. Like I said, 27.8 through the first sector. The leader in the Drivers' Championship.
Dario's pitting, so they're getting probably either some new boots on or.
We won't be able to do much else except change the ring.
Catch you later, Snellens, man. Take it easy. Love you all.
Hey. Through Macantabekis goes Piscatello. He's going to come out, what, 104? 104.6 through Piscatello there. This could put him, I think he could be on for pole. But I think there's still more time for him to gain.
Let's go on Fabio Doro and see what his sector 1 time is. What we're looking for, about 20 something, isn't it? The average.
It's a 28.7. That was Piscatello's. As Frankie goes second with a 129.1.
Go on, Frankie. Fabio Doro set a sector time of 28.1 as well.
Go second with a 129.0. So he lost some time there.
Yeah, so exactly pretty much the same time there from Fabio Doro as Piscatella. He was 0.2 up on his time though, so if he carries on that trajectory, he will be jumping up 1 place. Possibly 2. We'll see his sector 2 time and see how much of an increase he has made on his current 129.454. He has made a 0.255. So that is a 129.20. He might be able to jump Frankie if he carries on the pace around the final few corners. Around the final corner now, full scene to the line, and he goes, only jumps up 1 place.
Serious Sam's going to be improving his time, I think, maybe by a second. Can he improve on there? He does. He does improve by a second. He 1.1 seconds. He goes 8th at 131.1223. Very good improvement there from the Williams driver.
That's because we'll be going into the pits this lap as well. So we see as FMP goes even quicker. Well, 128.661.
I think Frankie's about to start a flying lap to try and improve. He needs to pull out another half a second though to get onto the onto pole. But just over a 10th to get onto the front row. Oh, but he spun it coming out the first corner. Caught a couple of drivers out that one. Crashy has invalidated. Mr. Kritko. Oh, he's going slow, but he's about to start, I think, now another flying lap. We get a nice shot through his nose, of the nose.
Oh, Crashy loses it there, and then he goes off. Crashy nearly crashes.
And Mr. Kritko starts a flying lap. Doesn't do Frankie and spin it. We've got yellow flag in sector 3. Let's see what that might have been.
Sector 1 as well on mine.
That's
sector 1 and 2.
Hanger straight.
Oh, it's just cars pulling over.
Ooh, bit of oversteer there for Mr. Kritko. He's about to start on the hanger straight. Yellow flag sector 1 and 2. Oh, that's right at the end of the DRS straight.
Toby's slower by 0.0. Yeah, 0. Why not say 0.033? So let's see if we can claw that time back. As we're getting yellow flags flashing all over the place.
Yeah, there's a slow car in sector 3. That looks like that'll be Fabio 1. Mr.
Toby
Kritko's
goes
down a 10th
wide.
of a second through the first sector.
Toby goes very wide, so I don't think he's going to improve in his time. So we'll go to someone else quickly, see if anyone else is going quick. Doesn't look like there is.
Mr. Kritko's about to go through Maggott and Beckett, so actually he's a 10th of a second down. So he needs to pull out 4 tenths to even get ahead of Serious Sam.
Yeah, Crashy's pulled out of this lap, so we're going to get going again. Hopefully, 3 minutes 10 left.
He's gained that.
Franco hasn't set a life.
He needs a big third sector here, Mr. Kritko.
Is Franco not coming out for a lap, or is he just doing like a one-shot qualifier?
I think he's going to do a one-shot. He was struggling though.
Save his tyres. It's gone for Crashy.
This fresh tyres on it. Kritko around the final corners. I think he can improve. He's not going to. Oh, he does. He does get those 4 tenths, and he does get ahead of Serious Sam. Here
we go. Crashy's pretty much his last shot.
He did pull out a big final sector. No assist is a 10th up going through the second sector. That would not put him anywhere. He needs to gain basically a full second to get ahead of Dario.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of cars starting leaving the pits.
He's gone off track there.
Anytime soon. Crashy is 0.3 up on his time. Where would that put him? 0.3, 0.4. Put him at upper place over his teammate.
No assist, we'll see if he can. No assist improves his time by a 10th of a second to 130.2.
As we see, Piscatella has just left the pits.
There are 2 minutes left in qualifying. 2 minutes left. Dario is starting a flying lap. We'll go on board, Dario.
I think Crashy's lost it. He's lost his momentum. Yeah, he has. Oh, unlucky Crashy. Unlucky man.
I think
Yeah, he's pulled
no,
out.
he's
He's
got to be
pulled
careful
out.
because
But
Dario's on a
unlucky
flying lap
Crashy.
and he's bombing down. He's up a tenth of a second in the first sector. Has not purpled it, but he's up a tenth of the second.
I'll keep an eye on Mr. Klitko.
He needs to gain. He needs to pull out what? And then 8
Oh,
tenths.
Oh, we're talking
so?
of pulling out. Oh no, Mr. Klitko's 13 seconds down this time, so I don't think he must be going, just trying to get to the line quickly, even though he's got a minute left to. Oh, he's got no battery left.
There.
I think that's Mr. Klitko's qualifying done. That is Mr. Klitko is.
Over.
Mr. Klitko's qualifying has been done.
Ooh,
I'll go on board Piscatella.
Dario a bit slow through Maggots and Beckett's there, but he does gain another 4 tenths. He's gained 4 tenths overall. Purple's the second sector. That would put him. That will put him on to third, maybe no second actually. It'll put him to the front row. Keeps it how it is.
I get so confused with Dario and Dario. God, that confuses me.
Here
we go.
Fourth and fifth as well. As we come to the final corners now. Oh, Juventus just put a shot wide. We'll see Dario. He's going to improve, and he goes. Oh my God! He is 7,000ths of a second off his teammate.
But Piscatella is on his final flying lap. I'm going to stay on board him now.
Frankie's coming to. Oh, Jesus Christ! Frankie is saving it.
Oh, Piscatella is 0.146 up on his time.
Well, Fabi1 is comfortable with his pit. So Frankie will be, as we come to the final 10 seconds, Frankie will be the last person to cross the line.
You need to think Piscatella needs at least half a second to get pole.
If there's anyone that can probably pull out, it will be Piscatella, the way he's been driving this season.
I'm staying on board it now. We'll do some cinematic shots while he's going around the beautiful course of Silverstone.
Apologies for we don't know all the corners. I forget all half the names.
He's 0.339 up now. Whoa, this is going to be close.
Frankie's a tenth up on his time. So at this point, he will be at least third.
If you keep this power going, this is going to be very close. If he gets provisional, or if he gets pole, because I don't think anyone's going to beat him.
Well, Frankie's a tenth up.
As we go, he's coming around the final corner now.
Nice, he threw cops there from Frankie. Doesn't lift.
Piscatella gets a 128.7.
Unlucky Piscatello, he tried. Oh, Frankie's invalidated. He goes to Maggots and Beckett's. He will not be beating him. Fabio Doro goes third with a 4 tenths improvement to a 128.7. What is No Assist going to do? He's coming around the final corner now. He's not going to improve in his time. He's half a second down.
Oh, that is final standings then.
Frankie. He was on for a good time, I think. See what he could have finished on. As he comes around the final corner, he would have half a second. He would have been on the front row.
He would have had a 128.626. It flashed up there. He would have been, Oh,
dearie me, he would have been the front row. He's going to be really annoyed with himself there. That would look like a good lap. He just invalidated. So, he's a jock, is Fabi1. Oh, dearie me. Bloody Scots. They're everywhere. So you got another Scots to deal with now, Reese. You lose one, you get another.
Is that in our league, is it?
No, on this one, Fabi1's a Scot.
Oh, God.
Ooh! Well, that might have been a reason. Maybe some of them are running their wet setups.
That could have been a reason, and they're still doing the 120s. Jesus Christ. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It looks like light rain, so we could be starting Inters by the looks of it.
But yeah, in our league, we've got 14 definites so far, so that's good.
Yeah,
It's
it's good.
it's very good.
One more we don't have to race.
Now we don't have to race anyway.
15. Well, it's the magic 15, and I want to have 15 races. Would be nice. And if anybody is watching our streams, please watch us on a Tuesday, where the original league that we were in, will be returning to action for their 5th season.
Yeah, there's still a few people that I don't think have readied up yet, and the games in our league. So, I just don't know who it might be. Like, Crash hasn't said this is down. So yeah, there's still a
race availability.
Like Brad's hasn't said anything yet.
We've got the Brothers of Destruction, so that's basically going to be AlphaTauri's name, Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, obviously Fat Carlos hasn't said anything yet.
Oh, we're going to be starting in 25 seconds.
So yeah, 7-2. Yeah, so we could have a decent little thing. We still need a couple more like reserve / full. That would pretty much be full-time drivers anyway.
I think people to take over things like L Ward and definitely for someone like Chris.
Yeah.
Would be. It's just a shame him and Ollie actually can't be a team together. Oh, that's by the by.
But yeah, so we've got 2 seconds to go. I will do a tyre check during the formation lap. Just to reiterate again what he said. Yeah, they are all inters. This is an international, no assists at all league. Cockpit only as well. So they run the cockpit at all times with the telemetry data on. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. It's they're very close competitively. We've got a few people that are the shining lights of Piscatella and Dario, the Alpha boys. But there's a few.
To be fair, three of the bottom 4 are normally further up the ladder. I mean, Chris,
we've got
Certain and Herman are normally a bit further up, but they didn't have very good qualifying. But
Chris obviously had a qualifying ban from the previous race. But yeah, so other than that, yeah, we've got.
But he started 12th though, which doesn't make any sense.
Because of the DQs and stuff like that, so it's just a bit weird.
Yeah,
the AWS are predicting either a 1 or 2 stoppers, saying inters all the way. So this light rain could be here.
That's based off the rain, but then again, it probably won't interact with if there's any potential changes in the weather. But the rain doesn't. The rain looks light, and it does like it could start clearing up. So we could have an interesting strategy here. Of when it starts to dry out.
You can see over there, these inters are already making a racing line anyway, so that's a promising sign for this. At least there's no one stuck on the track like we had in Canada, which was absolutely crazy. So
that was during the sprint race.
I would recommend going back if you can and watching Kelly's stream, because I'm sure he saves it, and it would be there.
Avey would have uploaded it to YouTube.
What does Avey upload? Does Avey upload this league as well?
Yeah. So when I put Avey in touch with Emmanuel, the founder, about sort of like because Emmanuel couldn't upload the streams to YouTube, and I said, well, Avey does it, so I'll put them in touch, and Avey sort of does it for them because. Which is cool because Avey just improves. Avey is one of the boys.
I would love to meet Avey one of these days, but I know it's never going to happen.
Oh, it could do if we can get to a race. So he comes to Silverstone, we go to Silverstone or something. I'm sure you would do it.
Oh, absolutely,
definitely love it.
All right, and here we go. Let's.
What the hell is happening there?
I'm going to stay on board Dario as this race starts. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights, and we are
held.
Going. Let's go. Oh, a bit of a slow start from Dario there. The front 3 got a much better start. Who's that to Dario's left? Oh my god, that's a McLaren, no assist going straight through the middle
Piscatello's
there. There's a
immediately
bit
in
of
the
wheel to
lead,
wheel.
as
There's a
is
spin. There's a crash. There's a huge crash. Huge crash. Huge crash. That's at least 4 cars. That's at least 4 cars. Could be 5.
instant safety car.
Instant safety car. This could be a restart. This could be a restart. I'm trying to see if anyone else has got a lot of damage. No damage there. That's Mr. Cricket with no assist there that have retired from a huge crash there on the first corner. I caught the back end of it by looking behind one of the cars I was on. Looks like no one else has got wing damage, but they could have some damage that we can't see.
I was scared. A great start from Piscatello and from Fabio Doro. They both gained places. Fabio 1 did not have a good start. Piscatello dived down the inside into turn 1, and Doro went around the outside of Fabio 1 to take seconds. Hence why I missed the crash, because I had watching the leaders start. So I do apologise for missing that as well.
So I saw, like, back into it, I saw, obviously, no assist got an absolutely immense start. He tried to go in between 2 cars, and I can't remember which car it was off the top of my head that sort of swung to the left-hand side, which I don't think they saw. No assist there, which caused him to spin into someone and crash them out.
And we will say Chris Sniper, he's jumped all the way to 7th place. Good start from Chris.
Great start from Chris there. We'll see if anyone's pitting as we're coming up to the pit box now. The front 2 have just gone.
Yeah,
as well, even during this safety car. But they literally got an immense start, Mr. Fabio and Piscatello. FMP1 got a very bogged down start as we're going into the pits now. We've got certain penalties pitting. He's the only one that is pitting, so I don't think there is going to be a restart.
That doesn't qualify, is it? They said 5 cars win the first 5 laps, something like that, didn't they?
They did say 5 cars win the first 5 laps, so
that is the remit we have.
So we've got technically got 3. So if 2 more go into the pits or retire.
Well, it's just a tyre change for a certain pen and not a wing change, so that wouldn't have constituted a restart because he hadn't had any damage. So I think it's just basically 2. I'll put that down to.
Unless it's not changed his wing for him, that could be the only thing, because he wouldn't have just gone into the pits just to change tyres.
Never know.
Nah, he wouldn't have just gone, because that's just silly. They're not that old.
Yeah, but it gets a stop out of the way though. If it's gonna dry up, gets that stop out. Like if they need to have a stop for fresh inters at some point before it dries up, gets a stop out of the way. And nothing's been put into the Discord about it, so. In the race line, you can see that race line is starting to be carved up. Especially at the corners, it's gonna dry up eventually, I think. Seton's just catching the end of the queue, so we'll get one more lap under the safety car. Oh, he is pitting again.
Yeah, we're getting his wing changed.
I'll stay with him. Something they need to fix on 23.
Yeah. Did he get his wing changed? Oh, he's just in the pits now.
Yeah, it's because it's such a long pit.
Yeah,
there is a wing change.
I guarantee it's because he had like light green or like slightly orange, and you have to actually say yes, change my wing. It's so stupid, so stupid.
But the thing is, the other thing is though, like, what if you always change the wing, then every stop it's constantly changing the wing though. It's one of those really whack things. It should be like I don't know how they can set it. It's maybe changed to make it better, but whether this will impact Certain's attempt to catch a safety car by the end of sector 2, he's got to basically have to set the catch. Well, it will allow his tyres to warm, so his tyres will be in that better temperature zone. Really, compared to the
very
others.
true.
Because you can just full blast it there, but the one thing is people have got, especially around on the wet tracks, is the fuel load. Because you use more fuel when it's wet. Safety car should be in this lap. I mean,
Yeah, it's always a late call on Silverstone. Always a late call. It'll tell you just. It'll tell you about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. It'll tell you. It'll just.
I'm watching Piscatello. The lights have not stopped flashing, so they're still going. So there will be another lap.
Jesus, fair play then. Wow. Was not expecting that.
No. Juventus are putting a lot of pressure by Inter in the football. Inter chasing the equaliser. Juve are not happy. They're conceding a foul. It looks like Bremer's been booked.
Juve are in free fall at the minute, aren't they?
Not in the league. They've actually picking up a lot of points in the league, really.
They are not really been.
I think people are, because of their 15-point deduction. It's sort of everything that they're doing poorly, but I think they're actually. I mean, if I look at the tables for Syria, while we're waiting for the. Juventus are 7th, 15 points. They'd have been on 56 points, so they'd actually be in 2nd.
Jesus.
If they hadn't have had the 15-point deduction. I mean, they've only lost 5 games this season. They've won 17.
Fair play.
So yeah, I think they would have been in 2nd. Still absolutely getting battered by Napoli, but
Napoli are battering. Napoli are battering everybody this season.
Well, they've only lost 2 games in the league.
Jesus. The powers of Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does. I mean, he wants to play in the Premier League, but interesting where he goes.
You know what's crazy? But imagine just him and Haaland up front for City. Obviously, it'll change City's dynamic of how they play, like the formation, but.
Well, they'll probably sell a lot more players. I reckon they'll be selling players like Mahrez in the summer.
They'll pick up like
Bernardo Silva.
a 4-4-2 or something like that, which was or a 3-5-2 with obviously wing back, and it would just be insane.
Do you know who I think could also be going from City in the summer? It's going to be an odd one, but I think could happen. A safety car comes in this lap.
De Bruyne.
John Stones. No, John Stones.
Go to Newcastle.
I'm actually thinking he could go at Liverpool.
Yeah.
I mean, you think him and Van Dijk at the back?
Yeah, that'd be good cover, because then obviously when Konate can play, and I think Matip's going anyway, so in the summer.
Anyways, we go back to the racing. Piscatello will lead them through, as usual, Brandon. Watch and learn. We'll say it's every time. Ooh, it looks like Fabio Doro's trying to force Piscatello to go. Piscatello is not having it. You don't force the championship leader to do something. Oh, but he's hit him in the rear there. There was definitely a touch from Fabio Doro to Piscatello. Piscatello has gone.
It looked like there was a touch there between Dario F and P1, but I'm not too entirely sure. The game hasn't registered it, which is good. We're green light and racing to go. Let's go on board. We'll flick for the cars as they're going for the first corner. One car's going well.
Grazzi has spied. He's come out the first corner. He's gone. There's been a couple of drivers that have been caught on that corner in qualifying, so it's not unusual for that to happen. As Toby and Herman are battling for that final points for 9th place. Herman looks like he just kept it with certain Penna just behind.
He's jumped up 2 places from having to make a double pit stop because the game is shit and didn't register. And Chris Sniper has now moved up into 4th place. We're all quickly going to decision changes, and the biggest gainer obviously is Chris Snipes going up 8. Herman the German has gone up 6. The biggest loss really is FMP1, really? He's lost 2. Oh no, Grazzi's lost 6, sorry. Grazzi's lost
Serious
6.
Sam and Herman the German are battling just ahead of the battle we're watching now for between Certain Pennant and Toby. Is Certain Pennant going to stick a will at the cops? We'll have a look now. He's got the drive in him. He's just holding off before cops there. Oh, but Toby's gone slightly wide. Certain Pennant could be going side by side with him into Maggots and Beckett.
The
And he's gone ahead.
The game's lagging all over the shop here. And as Chris is looking to make a move on FMP1, he goes to the left hand side. And, oh my god, it's jittering all over the place. This is horrible to watch. From this lag. This lag is horrendous.
Always this issue with the internationally. There is often issues with the signal, but Certain Pennant is into 10th place, that final points position. Ferrari could be trying to get some mega points here. As Chris makes wheel. Oh, he's through.
I'm watching it now. He's through. The thing is, that's really lucky because he bounced into the car. He lagged into the car and lagged out and was wide. So that's really good driving from them both there. As Frankie's now making a move on Dario.
Look at the Certain Pennant. We'll go back to him. He's on the back of Serious Sam. He's going to go to the inside. Oh, he's got past him. Certain Pennant's into 9th place.
As Dario goes a little bit wide there, Frankie could have made a chance. He had the gap, but he couldn't get the power down, unfortunately. As Piscatella has now got a 2.6. Wait, without I'm going to sneeze.
Herman, he looks like he's got a wheel. We were crashing down the hangar straight. He's going to have the inside line, and he's got the move done. Herman's up in the 7th place.
Sorry about that. Muting. I was going to sneeze on the mic.
Quincy will be cheering on his teammate for those points. As we can see, just ahead, Frankie is pushing Dario now.
I'm watching this fight. I'm watching this fight now. Well, Dario's gone wide.
But he hasn't taken advantage. But then here comes Herman. We're going ball from Herman's perspective. As we can see in the time sheets, Chris is gaining a Fabio Doro as Piscatella, as he normally does with the lead, has royally fucked off.
He has, but Herman's catching Frankie again as well. Look, there's a freeway battle there.
Maggots and Beckett there, didn't he?
Here we go, Chris. Can Chris get closer?
He's going to go around the outside.
Chris can't get close enough to Fabio Doro here.
Oh, Herman trying to go around the outside, but Frankie just outbreaks him. Oh, no, there's a bit of lag. Frankie just decides to lag forward. That's the fast off the race, so 139.6. As Chris Sniper beats that, we're 139.3. 6'10", Chris is flying.
He is. He's making a statement here about it, you would say. He is making a huge statement. Oh my god, he's looking to go on the inside here. Chris is. He's going to go around the outside in this next corner. He's going to try and switch through. Oh, good driving there.
It looks like it's causing a lot of problems with the first couple of corners because there was mass amounts of spray. As Herman's trying to go around the outside again of Frankie. Frankie is defending absolutely phenomenally here.
So is Fabio Doro. Where they are now, it's just the back end of sector 1 starts sector 2. There's no spray at all from the cars. So it's like spraying them. Oh, Chris Nelly slides off the track there. So it's spraying in one part of the track and not on the other part, which is pretty much typical Silverstone.
There is a 5-way battle now. As again, Herman's trying to go around the outside of Frankie, and he's got the move done at last.
Look at that though, from Dario down, which is what you're watching. There's like 6 cars battling here that are all close.
Herman nearly stuck a wheel at the cops and took out. He could have hit Dario. There was a 5-car battle, 5th place.
Certain Pennant has
taken Crashy.
I'll come and join that battle in a minute. I'm just seeing if Chris can make a move. Doesn't look like he. I
guarantee
he's going to switch.
So
he will.
Much more grip than Dario. Dario was really struggling. Herman, great exit out of Maggots and Beckett into the slipstream to the right hand side. He's got
Chris makes a move.
Coming into Vale.
Chris takes a move just before the pit entrance on the right hand side corner. Goes down the inside and takes Fabio Doro for 2nd place. He's now got 4 seconds. 4 seconds.
Frankie's taking Dario. Oh, but Frankie's gone flying across the corner. He couldn't stop. He's got 8 seconds worth of penalties now.
There we go. Certain Pennant's looking to go on the inside there.
Let Herman the German through. He's got to let Herman through. Come on, Frankie. Do not know what happened there. We just went to try. So
yeah, the first half of sector 1 is spray central.
Yep.
Oh, Fabio Doro. No, Fabio Doro. Fucking Dario.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm confused there.
Dario's really struggling for grip in this race. He's struggling to again wheel bashing there.
What a move on Certain Pennant.
He's flying. He's got so much grip. I mean, yes, he's got slightly. We say slightly fresher tyres because he does. As Frank is giving the place back to Herman, so fantastic there from Herman. Crashy is now trying to push Dario, though Crashy's not normally known for having his battles with Dario, because
Dario's normally up there with
yeah,
Piscatella and
he's
Chris.
really struggling for grip, and it's so obvious Crashy is, well, hopefully he
The
can
rain
actually
has stopped.
instigate
The
a
rain
battle.
has stopped.
I wonder if it's still around the part of Sector 1 though. There's like,
I think it will be. I think that's the only place where it's spraying. So I think that's the only place where there's light drizzle. A certain Penna is.
well, this could be interesting. Now, certain Penna, Frankie, and
Certain
Herman
Penna's
German.
got this car on tracks. It's literally like a train and just he keeps it so well on the track. It's like he's on tracks basically.
My only
As
question is,
Chris
Mr. Critco's left. Oh, in there.
Chris has taken points about 0.5 off Piscatella. As Piscatella sets a fastest lap.
Well, Chris could definitely beat that.
Faster,
Yeah, he's fast.
yeah.
I was going to say, he must have beaten that. Ooh, a slight bit of oversteer there from certain Penna coming out of the final couple of corners. We'll go on board and see if there's any spray coming through the turn 1. There's still a bit of spray. There's still a bit of rain. A certain Penna gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. There's still a lot of spray in Sector 1.
That's a little bit suspect there, because he didn't definitely have all 4 wheels off the track there.
It's
but
the game, isn't it? It's just the game's an idiot. And it's kicking off in Milan, but I'll give you an update on that in a minute.
as FMP is on the back of Fabio Doro now, he's caught up quite nicely to Fabio Doro. Fabio Doro's now in the best of time. Ooh, very good for the Ferraris, especially Mr. Reserve Driver and FMP1. FMP.
Yeah.
Fabio
1. Fabio 1.
No, because then I get confused with Fabio Doro.
D'Ambrosio's been sent off after the game. It's all kicking off in Italy. We love it. We love it.
They must have watched the United Fulham game. Like it was like hold my beer, and they can do it better.
Promise Mitrovic could sort out his problems. He'd be a fantastic striker for a lot of players. As Fabio is chasing Doro.
He reminds me a lot of El Hadji Mitrovic. Very good player, but his attitude just tarnishes him. Is Chris going to beat that time?
No. Oh,
well,
Piscatello's like, haha, I will finally take that fastest lap. As Fabio 1, he beat his previous lap time by 0.6 of a second. He is chasing him. He's chasing Fabio Doro. But this battle for 5th place now, Frankie and Herman and certain Penna are all within the second of each other.
As Fabio 1 is, he gets close to him in the corners, but on the straights, Fabio Doro just leaves him behind.
This is the issue now with certain Penna. I mean, Frankie has absolutely no battery. Herman's got 60% and certain Penna at 70%, so certain Penna should be able to take advantage of this.
Fabio 1 right behind Fabio Doro on the corners, but the straights is just Fabio Doro's just like, see you later. He has got a lot less battery. Yellow flag 2.
Yellow flags 2. That is an Alfa Romeo. That is Dario.
Oh no, Dario.
What is going on? He has not gone off. He's not gone off. Although Icaro has gone off, the Alpine. Crashy though, he's gaining. He's gaining on Dario. I'm on board with him now as he's chasing through Maggots and Beckett. I mean, the racing line isn't really being shown. Which is
no, it's not.
Piscatella sets another fast after the race. Is Chris going to beat that? Our survey says yes, he does. As Crashy just slightly cut the corner and lose about half a second of time. Napoli 4-0 today against. Oh, Lazio beat Roma. That would have been a match to watch.
FMP just can't catch Fabio Doro on the straights.
It's the only really big battle on. Frankie and Piscat and certain Penna are still within a second part. There's still a lot of spray there. Oh, Frankie's gone deep at the. Was it corner 3, turn 3?
Yeah,
certain Penna to be right on the back of him. He went really deep there with so much
I've just seen the timing screens just completely flash. But
this
battle is where Fabio Doro is having to defend, is making Chris pull further and further ahead. So Chris has got pretty much a lonely race here at the minute because he's got nothing really behind him for 6 seconds, and he's got
Chris
3
will be happy
seconds.
just to get a second place, considering how that Dario is in 8th.
Yellow flag at the 1.
Ooh, hang on. We've had Grazzi's had an issue as Franco pits.
Yeah, I think after what the events that
Franco
happened
has
in
gone
Canada.
to softs.
Oh, okay, that could be. That's a bold Cottley strategy. That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
So that could be interesting. I mean, it does look like it's dry. The DRS has not been enabled. I mean, that's always the key thing. As Piscatello pits, this is going to be the key thing. What is Piscatello going to do? Straight away, Grazzi has had an issue.
Safety car, safety car, safety car, safety car, safety car, safety car, safety car.
Icaro has crashed. What is Piscatello going to do?
Icaro is out. Icaro is out.
He crashed on softs, though.
Yep. As Fabio...
Certain Penna has got a penalty.
Fabio 1 has got a penalty as well. For
Piscatello has gone
car.
to the mediums.
Crashy 5-second penalty for speeding.
Fabio 1 on the hards. Herman onto mediums.
There's still spray though.
Certain Penna on the hards. Oh, we're just gonna have to get the tyres up.
I will get the tyres on now.
They're going to dries. People are going to dries.
Right, so when everyone's left the pits, I will give you an update. If you want to do the update on the penalties, Gilly, and I will do the update on the tyres.
We've got Fabio 1 with 5 seconds speed in the pit lane. Certain Penna with 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Frankie now only 3 seconds after he served 5 for cutting the corner earlier in the race. Crash with 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, and Grazzi with 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Now, there is still sprint. What are they doing?
Yeah, so we've got Piscatella, mediums. Fabi 1 is a naughty boy with the hard-ons. We've got Herman the German with the mediums. We've got Certain Penna, who's a naughty boy with the hard-ons. Then we've got Dario Frankie with the mediums. Crashy, the naughty boy with a hard-on. And then we've got Zerius Sam, Toby, and Glatze, all with mediums. This... there's only spray in one part of the track though, and that's the start, middle-ish, well, the middle and back end of Sector 1, which is causing a lot of cars to skid out.
To be honest, the track, well, I'm on board Chris that the track looks dry.
Yes. Agreed.
But I'm concerned, have Chris and Fabio Doro made the mistake of not pitting? Because Piscatello has caught them. Now Chris is going to lose a lot of time here. He's going to lose positions.
Chris is pitting.
Does dive into the pits, and does Fabio Doro. They both get the car slowed down.
They're going to come out at the back.
This is going to allow Fabio 1. Fabio 1 is and Herman and Certain Penna, and they're all going to get past him. Chris did so much work to get up into.
But we know how quick Chris is on.
I know, but he's going to have to get past, like,
everyone.
Kinda, yeah.
Basically. Zerius Sam's out.
Zerius Sam's out. He's crashed going to the pit lane. Where's he crashed? You know, he has. He's just gone off track and just crashed it.
Yeah, I've just gone past him now from Toby. I've gone by Grazzi if he doesn't move that car. We should see him if the car stays there as we're going past him. I'll flick to the right hand side of Grazzi.
His teammate's going to be in the wall.
There we go, the car's still there. Look in front there. If we look to the right hand side, there is his teammate. He has Grosjean'd it.
Obviously, that's a George Russell moment there, because Russell did that in the Williams.
Oh no, I always just say Grosjean when you crash into a safety car. So, I mean, interesting. The track does look dry though. Wait, if Herman's passed Certain Penna.
No, he's giving the place back.
That normally glitches the game though. So they need to be careful.
Well,
it's not their fault.
It back.
Yeah, it's not their fault. It just normally just glitches the game. So the safety car
will not be in this lap. It'll do another.
Nah, it should be in this lap though. If Grazzi can catch up, so it should be in the lap.
He won't though, because you've got Fabio Doro and Toby. They're not going to catch by the end of Sector 2.
I don't know. It's going to be close.
Well, don't forget, it didn't give Certain Penna when he was literally there was less distance.
Yeah, but you know what this game's like.
That is true.
It's Yep.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Just call me Burt Mylander, mate. Or Michael Massey. Oh.
No, Mikey, no, this is not right. It's not right.
No, Michael, this is not right. Oh.
Toto, it's called a motor race. We want racing. We want racing.
Just to clarify, boys, I have not put any coding into this game. I know I keep getting the safety cars right a lot of the time. I have not coded this game.
Piscatello, it's called a motor race. That's what I want you to do. Go racing.
And as we always say, Brandon.
Oh, and Doro's got a 5-second penalty for speed of the pit lane. As Piscatello is gone, and we'll see if Fabio 1 can hold off Herman the German.
I'm watching on board.
Oh no, he's gone wide. He's gone off. Herman's going to take second place here. Oh, Fabio 1 just went flying across Herman. A certain Bennett takes third place on the podium.
I've had certain pen, I was just like, what the fuck is my teammate doing here?
Oh, he's having an issue. He's tag crashing. Chris, he's gone past. And now FMP Fabio 1 is into 8th place.
Something went wrong with his car there. I think he must have lost something there because he just went.
He could not get it slowed down.
Yeah, he just lost everything. Is Chris is right on the back of Crashy. He's on the inside
it's
line.
It's mediums versus hards.
Oh,
mediums wins. More grip.
Excuse my slightly orgasmic little noise there, but that was incredible. I just love how these cars are like very much like the real life. They just slot right in front of the car that they were taking just like enough to sort of get into the racing line. It's fantastic to watch. These are unbelievably drivers in these cars.
My issue now is we're going to watch Dario. He's going to be on the back of certain Penna now.
I am bored, Mr.
What a
Herman
finish
German.
from Kostic there. That's a great finish from Kostic. Dario, that's probably why he was struggling on the intermediate.
Piscatella's
he had his
struggling.
set up for the red, for the wet.
Piscatella's struggling. He went wide a few times there. I never thought I'd hear me say that.
Tyres. Well, he's still got a fast lap. I think it's just getting the tyres back.
Herman beat that.
We'll go on board Herman.
I am on board Herman now.
He's had a great. Well, I'll go to Dario. He's chasing on certain Penna for that final podium position. Certain's going to be trying desperately to hold him off in the battle for the Constructors' Championship. He's got to try and stop.
As soon as we see that DRS open, Herman is going to be having Piscatella. I can just see it now.
It's very possible. There's going to be a. That's golf. So Sky Sports main event have got golf, but they're saying it's basketball. Fabio with a 3-second penalty for more warning.
Frankie is gaining on Dario. See, I think Dario's one of these people that is a bit too cautious in the wets, because in the dries, Dario, all we know, is very quick.
He is.
Like, is the S Maggots and Beckett's, isn't it?
Yeah, Maggots and Beckett's.
Yes. Yeah, so
great exit out of there, but then again, Serpenna got a great exit actually out of there. He really got that.
Herman literally got fantastic, but he had to slow down because Piscatella didn't have the best of exits at the back end of Maggot and Beckett, so Herman had to sort of slow down a little bit, but he's literally on the back now of Piscatella going around the final corner.
Fabio 1's taking Crashy for 7th place, just at the top of the back straight.
I think the next lap the RS will be enabled. I genuinely think the next lap the RS will be enabled. Well, after the as Chris sets the fastest of the race, 131.5. That will keep it up, and DRS has been enabled. So this could be now. Will Herman take the lead of the race? He needs a great exit. But Piscatella, he gets it down. That's a great exit. Is Herman going to be able to take advantage? Not this lap. Excuse me, I'll have a quick drink, because as always, there's a lot going on, and my mouth gets very dry during this race.
Yeah.
Oh, so I do apologise if you heard that, but Jesus, there's so much going on.
Piscatello I think he's getting the he's getting the grip down now in the corners.
Yeah, right. I'll leave Gilly for that one as I go on board the battle for third place. Sorry, third place. Behind.
Do Maggots and Beckett's. Herman's going to be really close to him. He needs a great exit now. ARS down, power down. Piscatello also with the power down. DRS, come on. Come on, Herman. Put a fight up. Come on.
I think Dario could have certain penna here.
No, not yet.
And he's...
I can see on the timing screens.
Very close there. This is a great battle.
Herman
There's like
is
5
right
cars.
on the back of Piscatello now. As he sets the fast lap of the race for 1:31.332, but that will probably drop as Chris crossed the line. It doesn't. Jesus. Ooh, Piscatello, he had to slam on the brakes. So Herman's lost a lot of time. That will drop him out of the DRS.
Certain Penner could be in trouble here at this DRS, depending
no,
on the exits.
DRS. Herman will be able to try and claw back that time, but Herman was right on the back of Piscatello there, but he's lost all that time.
Dario's too far behind this lap.
There's a DRS trend now. Dario's got to worry about Chris Sniper and Frankie.
Yep, Frankie.
Has Herman's opportunity to take this race win gone with that slight mistake?
Toby's looking to make a move on Grazzi.
As we can see on the timing screens, battling for that 9th place.
I'll quickly go into that one. See what happens.
Herman, he's not going to be happy. He's got to try and regain that time back.
Chris has got a great little view here of the 3rd place battle between Dario and Certain Penner, and he's like, I want a piece of this action as well.
And I can see it in the background as I'm watching Herman try and chase down, but he's struggling now.
Certain Penner is still defending like an absolute god.
It happened into turn 3. Piscatello, I think he braked quite early, but he locked his brakes by the looks of it. As Piscatello sets to 1:30.9.
This is a crazy battle for 3rd place. This is. The hard tyres will be coming into their own soon as well, which I think that's all. So, Certain Penner. Oh my god, this is getting a lot more heated up now.
Yeah, with only 8 laps.
Oh my god, Chris has just taken Dario, and Chris might make a double move here.
I'll flick to that battle because unfortunately Herman is struggling. But look, there's Frankie as well. Frankie's gone down the inside.
Down the inside. He's got in. I just looked on board Chris from the back.
Because he's got the inside again.
Switcheroo.
Oh.
I literally flicked back from Chris's. Flicked back from Chris's car there and saw that, but Chris made an absolute unbelievable move to take off Dario. Dario went a bit wide, and Chris was like, "Thank you very much." Went round the outside.
That'll please Certain Penner a lot.
Oh, Chris has got the slipstream ready to Maggot and Beckett. It's not what you really want.
I can see it because I'm on board Frankie. I can see it just ahead.
This is crazy. He's gonna have the DRS. He should. This is gonna be close. Is he gonna make a move on the inside? He's going. Oh, Chris. Oh, very nice there. Very nice there from Certain Penner. Pulls off the racing line. Chris goes through. Certain Penner's coming back at him.
Frankie's getting closer to Dario. Ooh, he's had to hit the brakes hard there. Nearly gave Dario a prostate exam.
Jesus. Certain Penner's got no battery left pretty much though.
Dario's got 46%. Is he going to use that to attack or defend? That's going to be the only issue because Frankie's a little bit further back.
7 laps to go. This still could be 8 laps to go, sorry. This still could be. Oh, Certain Penner's struggle. 8, because 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Oh, wait, hang on. Frankie, he's going to be going down the inside again. Oh, he can't. He's just a bit too far back. The DRS helped Dario there massively. Frankie's got the straight line speed to take on Dario. It's just that extra bit of DRS.
Chris is gone. Chris has left Certain Penner as Toby with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Yeah, Chris is gone. Their medium tyres have helped him. Certain Penner now could be in trouble from Dario behind him.
Yeah, but Dario's got to deal with Frankie as well. So Dario's got to try and think if he goes for a move.
Yeah, but look at this through Maggots and Beckett's. Certain Penner is struggling.
I can see it. It's more just Dario's got to make a decision. What does he do? Does he attack or does he defend?
Dario's attacking. He's attacking, crashing 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
Certain Penner's got to defend, massively defend here. I think just to try and help the battle in the constructors and try and force Dario back into Frankie's grip. Oh, April 6th when the Masters start. Oh, I'm going to miss that.
Certain
Oh,
penalty.
Certain Penna with another 3-second penalty, but he didn't go off the track. That's the same
No,
place we got it last time.
it was. I'll go through the penalties now. So we've got certain penalty
Oh, Certain
6.
Penna's struggling.
Certain penalty 6. Frankie 3. Oh,
Oh,
Frankie's.
Dario's lost it. Bit of
Yeah.
oversteer there. He saves it fantastically, but he has allowed Frankie
I don't know.
through.
I don't know if Frankie
And
touched him.
FMP1, Fabi 1 is going past Dario as well.
I don't know if Frankie touched him because it looked like.
No, Frankie was nowhere near him. He just came out the
Okay.
corner, oversteer went, and the back end went out.
Okay, so I'll go for penalties now. I'll start the commotion. So Fabio Doro 8, Toby 3, Grazzi 5, Crashy 11, FMP 11, Frankie. Yeah, Frankie 3, and Certain Penna 6. So we'll say biggest gainers is currently Herman, who's up 13, Chris is up 9, and Certain Penna who's up 10. And the biggest, obviously, loss of positions is Fabio Doro, who's down 8.
Well, watch Darren, he's going to come back. That Certain penalty is going to be breathing a massive, massive sigh of relief, especially when he realises that his teammate is ahead now. The Ferraris will be trying to gain some sort of ground, or desperately gain some ground on the Alfa Romeos, because it's been really unfortunate, especially for Zero. He's not been able to take advantage due just to absolute stuff that's been under his control. Incidents happening, especially in Canada.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As we're on board Dario now as he's trying to chase down Mr. Fabi 1. Currently the only closest battle apart from Toby and Grazzi. I'll go quickly go with Toby and Grazzi. Let's give these boys some.
Fabi 1. Fabi 1's on the hard tyres. This may with the hards have come into their own. Especially with Dario losing his scratch because another 3-second penalty.
So I was on board Toby in that second. So it's that first corner you just can't cut it at all because that's what people are getting their penalties for. Even though they go like 1 or 2 wheels off, that's what they're getting penalised for.
See, this game's stupid for its bloody. It's because they're not cutting the corner a lot because
No.
the drivers do that in real life.
Here we go.
They don't get
Toby's
penalised for it.
Toby's gonna make a move on Grazzi. He's got him. There we go. And can he slow
so.
down in time? Yes, he can. Yeah, so they're literally just like brushing the corner. They're hitting the apex perfectly. Yeah, maybe a wheel's just touching the grass, like, 'cause obviously it's a big car. But that's where they're getting penalised, which is bloody stupid. Like, absolutely stupid for this game.
Yeah, well, that's fucking EA issues for you, isn't it? I mean, the need because I know Codemasters, it's kind of like COD, how there's like 2 different departments that will do each year. So it's switching to the better one next year because apparently the odd years are normally the better ones, or the better reviewed. So 23, they're saying there could be some tweaks. Obviously, we're going to see the return of the story mode, which I actually enjoyed last time. I thought that was quite fun. So maybe that they'll sort of just nip and tuck at certain points. As Chris gets a 3-second penalty, again going through the first couple of corners. Dario, his tyres have dropped off. Chris is not going to be able to make a move. Herman, he's been within that 1.2 seconds. He's going to be absolutely seething with himself because he had the opportunity and then, unfortunately, the camera angle that the game gave me is Herman. He did not cut the corner there.
Same place everyone else?
No, start at Maggots and Beckett.
Oh, this
The start
game.
at Maggots and Beckett is 2 inside wheels on the curb, other 2 on the track, and the game's giving him a penalty for it. It is a ridiculous fucking thing. Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Ah, this game.
Even though he's getting close. Ooh, is he going for a final push? Is he going to try and push Piscatello? He's got to get He's got to get onto that second margin though. Piscatello is literally just keeping him just at arm's length. Just at arm's length, out of the way. thought there's no other battle than track, really.
Give me 5 minutes, cat. Okay. I know it's time, but 5 minutes.
Come on, Herman. Can you make the last few laps interesting? Oh,
Right. As we've got a little...
He's under the
I'll go and
second.
feed my cat.
No! Come on, Piscatello, slow down just a tad. Allow Herman some battling here. Come on. Give us some entertainment. Please. Can't save the batteries. Herman is gaining. Has Piscatello's tyres just slightly dropped off? Oh, Herman slow to the first corner. Because they're being cautious, they don't get penalised. Herman's got to clear now. With, I'm going to say, stewards, really, you've got to take a look at this because Herman should not have had a penalty there. I'm going to say this now, that should be rescinded. Batch there. Nicely done. Oh, yeah, that'll be a warning. That will be a warning, probably. So he would have had the 3-second penalty probably there. He's getting closer. It's going to be an interesting couple of laps between Herman and Piscatello.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to feed my cat, so he didn't meow everywhere.
Herman is closing, and Frankie's closed on certain Penner as well.
I am just about to look at that now. Come on, this be good points. Good points for certain there if we can keep this going.
Herman is doing his best to save his battery. Oh shit, there goes my controller again. I've dropped it fucking again. Oh, is Piscatello struggling? It's a good exit. He's so good at just getting the power down on the exit.
Yeah, he is. Herman is catching here with Piscatello. This could be a very close battle between. Oh, Frankie gets a little bit of understeer.
I don't think Herman's going to be able to do it. Piscatello he's kept him at arm's length basically for the last 15
Yellow flag
laps.
for 2. That's Grazzi.
Oh, he's lost his points.
He has. He comes back a track and then he hits Fabio Dora. That's great driving from Fabio Dora there to watch out what was happening there.
This was the point where he almost had him last time.
Frankie's right in the back nearly of Certain Penner, as he said, Certain Penner coming out of a corner, his exit speed is just phenomenal.
So it's Piscatello. Oh, a bit of oversteer there, a bit of snap on. Is that going to affect Herman as he's pushing? This is the final lap. Herman's got to try and make a move now with the DRS. Is Piscatello going to hold on for yet another race win for him and Alfa Romeo? Or is Herman going to get the first
Frankie's
race
just
win
had
of
a
the
snap
Mercedes
on.
season?
Frankie just had a snap on as well, so that's literally given Certain Penner a lot more breathing room round.
It looks like Piscatello's going to hold out even with the penalty of Herman. Herman is pushing, he's pushing. Oh, almost. Couldn't get through Magazine-Beckers. Has the DRS up now. Up to Vale Nebi chicane. But it looks like Piscatello, he took the lead from the start. He's led the race in its entirety. And he's held off home in the German in phenomenal style. And yet again, we're going to be saying it. Piscatello, he wins in Silverstone.
FMP has just taken Frankie on the final pretty much corner.
But FMP's got penalties.
I know, but so is Frankie.
Chris will cross the line. He will come home third, barring his penalties.
And after this race, we are in.
Comes on fourth.
Penalty.
Oh, Frankie's in fourth.
Wow.
Those penalties from the Ferraris have cost them. Well, they've got double points.
But it's cost them at least more, 6.
But Dario, he's not going to be able to take advantage, so they have potentially gained a little bit of ground. As
Crashy
the
there.
Red Bulls come home, they get some good points for the Red Bulls.
Aye, and obviously Fabio Doro, I guarantee he was expecting not to get points from like the last 5-6 laps, but the Grazzi spin has allowed Fabio Doro to claim the last point.
And Grazzi now come around the final corner. He will complete. Unfortunately, comes home 11th.
And we are in 9 days' time, and we are in Austria, which is going to be absolutely insane with these guys. I think there's going to be some quick times.
I hope we get a lot of races. I hope we do. I hope we get a few more guys back in.
So do I. But yes, we'll see you in 9 days' time in Austria.
Indeed, we'll just go through the final standings. And there we see Piscatello with yet another win. He's going to win this title the way he's going. There's no one's going to beat him. I don't see. Herman,
I completely agree with you there.
He fought to the end, but he just could not. I mean, the fastest lap, not even a tenth of a second in it. Unbelievable stuff. But as we said, yes, we'll see you in 9 days' time in Australia. Bye-bye.